Well, good morning. Hope you're having a good day. Sorry, I had to focus up. Yeah, I've been riding around and just enjoying it, and I'm realizing that I think I'm just lucky. I'm things. I think maybe things are starting to click on the back end, where like my brain is processing things and is doing things more naturally. But I feel like I'm just avoiding situations better. Like, people don't really sneak up on me. People don't really pull out in front of me. Like, yeah, it happens maybe once a week or something like that, but I feel fairly in tune, which has been a super nice feeling. I think I might be improving. A novel concept, but it's been cool to get kind of a sixth sense that I've heard people talk about, and I've kind of put out of my head, because I'm like, everything I'm doing, I'm just trying to stay upright and hyperanalyze little things and do all that, which is fun, but now I feel like I'm riding to ride, and like I've been riding to work now for, I don't know, a month and a half or something like that, just every day, and that's been huge, and it makes my commute way more fun. And then it also is just, some good easy seat time where I can see people being a little dumb and doing their thing and then reacting to it. It's been nice. Plus it's been hot as hell, so it's been kind of an endurance test for me, where I'm like, oh, I'm not having a good time, but the motorcycle's cool. This thing right here gets me almost every time. It's raised a little bit, and then it just bumps me, and I don't know why, but going over things like that, I'm just like, oh, my bike is dead. The bike is dead. Other things don't really concern me. But yeah, the commuting to work, I think, has been a good thing. And then also, most of the time, I don't really want to go to work, but if I throw in the reward of having to ride the bike there and then ride the bike back, I'm usually much more, likely and happy to actually go. And I'm not stopping for that. That one I was actually coming too fast. Usually I do just like stop kind of no matter what, which isn't actually safer. It's actually bad what I do, because I'll kind of really shift down quickly and do that. But I think my only issue right now is I'll come through intersections kind of fast sometimes. Like there I did. I mean, I had good visibility on it, so I feel okay. But, you're always going to make little mistakes. Yeah, I knew it. I could feel it. You wanted to cut in front. Not saying that I'm not going to have any issues, because I'm sure there'll be something or a close call. Like, oh, actually, no, there was something. I was in a parking structure at my work just the other day, and I asked if I could park in there because it was, 100 something degree. Oh, that's the worst. When you try to downshift, but it throws you into neutral, and then you're like, wow, I've never done anything right ever. But yeah, I was in this parking garage, and the floors were like a freaking tile, just smooth as hell. And I go and I accelerate, and I like fishtailed back this way, and then rode out the acceleration, and then the bike corrected, and then I started going towards some cars, and I was like, uh-oh. And then, you know, everything was fine. But that's the one thing is I think I have to pay, because I haven't been in a bunch of parking structures with this thing, but it was like glass. Like, I'll try and throw the moment in here, but it was just, I was like, uh-oh, this is happening now. But yeah, this is, I know a lot of people would see the FJR and they'd be like, oh, that bike is like not something you should be riding to work. Like, it's not small and fun and flickable and all the things. And I get it, I really do, but it's like the only bike I got. So it is what it is, and I'm actually really enjoying it. I don't think it's that bad, and I think that the good thing about this bike is, one, it gets me like used to handling a bigger bike at slow speeds, which has been like, it just huge. I was really bad at it at first. Yep. Sorry about that. I think I got cut off there. Well, no, I didn't get cut off. My mic fell out, which was kind of hilarious, and that little compartment came in handy. Oh, it is much warmer now, and I think I was going on about how appreciative I am for this bike, and how good it's been to me. It's been just rock solid. You know, it's not as nimble and flickable and all that good stuff, but I think it's taught me a lot, especially the low speed stuff, because it's like pretty lumbering, and especially coming from a 250, this was a big adjustment. Not only power wise, because obviously, but on the slow speed stuff, because it'll take you. There's times where it's like, oh, I'm a 670 pound bike, this is happening. And I'm a pretty big dude, but there's a certain point where it's, you're not doing anything about it, you know? Excuse me, ma'am. And I was thinking about this, there was two things. Like, I talked with my buddy Michael, and he was saying something that I related to about how he just doesn't feel like he fits in with other bikes. And I relate to that. He's like I'm not sporty enough to be that. I'm not enough of like a cafe racer to be this, whatever. And I feel a similar way. I think I've yet to go to a bike meetup, so I need to do that. I want to do some sort of bike night. I think it'd be fun, but my fear is that it's just a bunch of people kind of showboating their bikes, being like, oh, cool, how cool is my bike? And then I got this thing that I really, really like, but it's, you know, it's like a sports bike gave up and then had a baby with a gold wing, which I think is great. I think it's super comfortable. The sports bike, the ergos on it, I know it's like cornering is a ton of fun and riding fast is a ton of fun, but it's not for me. And I think I got kind of sad about this, that I think just the whole lane splitting between cars, going, you know, 140 miles an hour, doing all that, it looks cool as hell. And I think when I was younger, I think it's something I would have done. And I think that's probably why I'm alive today, and I'm thankful why I found motorcycling kind of late. But I was a little sad. I'm like, that's not an experience I'm going to I'll be able to have. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. And that leads me to the other thing, which is, I don't know if I'll go higher in horsepower than this. I mean, I might. Like, I have a friend that has a Ducati Street Fighter V4S that he's selling, and we're supposed to go on a ride, and I want to hop on it to try it out, because I tried it out one time. I went for like, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes on it, but that was after a month and a half of riding on a 250, so I didn't know what was going on. I might as well have just not been on it, because I popped it in the second. I did a little pull. I felt like my arms were going to rip off, and I got horrified, which I think is good and has ultimately made me a safer rider, but I didn't get to experience that bike. So I'd like to, but I don't know after that if I'll get anything crazy. Like, I think a CB1000R or something, like, you know, around 115 to 120 horsepower, I think would be good in addition to this bike. But I'm super thankful for it, and I think I want to try some like group rides and things like that. I've been saying it for a while. It's kind of hard to find any around here. I signed up on like some Facebook groups, but it seems like there was inconsistent posting, and I was like, hey, I got this bike, anyone want to ride? No one responded. So maybe it's just because my bike is lame, I don't know. But I would like to do something in the vein of group rides, but I don't know how realistic that is, or when it will happen. I keep hoping I'll run into like a group of people that are like, oh, sick bike, we're about to hit some twisties, you want to come with us? And I'll be like, that'd be awesome. Well, something like that did happen, but you know, just like, I don't know. Anyways, have a good day. Appreciate you. Bye.